What up, Puck Squad? I'm coming at you with the return of 3 Minute Thursday, which is a series that I had on the channel a couple of years ago, where every single Thursday I upload some sort of short form content. Typically it's not actually 3 minutes, it's usually like 4 to 8 minutes, but I'm gonna keep it short and sweet, and today we are gonna be talking about how important it is to hyzer flip your putters, and also how to learn to throw your putters like you're throwing your fairway driver. And what I mean by that is to throw your putter hard and off the tee, not just for your upshots. If you've never actually gone to the field and done a field work session with only putters, or actually thrown your putters as hard as you throw your fairway drivers, then I think this video might be a little bit eye-opening for you guys, because when you hyzer flip your putters, or when you throw a nice neutral putter nice and straight, it is so satisfying to just see a dead straight flight without any sort of ground play afterwards. So we're gonna keep this one short and sweet. We're gonna throw some understable, some neutral, and some overstable putters, and just kind of touch on the differences. So if you're new to the channel, make sure to drop a sub. I have 9 different discs that I'm going to be throwing, 3 of which are understable, 3 of which are pretty neutral to straight flyers, and then 3 of which are overstable. So understable, I have a really beaten in P2, a really beaten in Sensei, and a really beaten in Link. For the neutral, I have a Logic, I have a new Link, and I have a P1. And then for the overstable, I have a C-line P3X, and S-line P3X, and also an S-line P2. So I'm just going to be demonstrating the different flights that each kind of stability range of putter has. The only real difference that I'm going to do with the understable ones is with an understable throwing putter, you actually do want to leave it a little bit nose up. And I know most people tell you not to throw nose up because you lose distance, but when you're throwing understable putters, you actually do want to leave it a little bit hyzered and a little bit nose up so that it has time to flip up and glide straight before it finishes. So the straight and the overstable ones, I'm probably going to throw pretty flat. The Link is probably the most understable out of this crew, so I'm definitely going to throw this one on hyzer. I was expecting a little more turn out of that one. Okay, now we're into the straight putters. We've got a Logic. Okay. I definitely turned that one a little bit, but maybe that one is a little more understable than straight. We have a P1, and this is actually a disc that I bag full time. I'd say all these shots are probably going like 250, 275. Overstable putters, I guess I'll start with the S-line P2. S-line P3X. I do bag an S-line P3X, but this one's pretty much brand new. The one I bag is pretty seasoned at this point. C-line P3X. I'm going to try to put this on a little bit of ante. As it comes out flat. After collecting everything, they all pretty much did exactly what I wanted them to, except for the Logic, which I haven't thrown very much. I deemed it as a straight putter. I did misrelease it a little bit. I released it flat, maybe on a little bit of ante, and it just held all the way to the right. And this is kind of something I wanted to touch on at some point too, kind of a little bit of a learning moment. Even when you misrelease a putter throw, it still won't go that much further out of your expected line than what you're used to. When you misrelease a driver, it can fly another 150 to 200 feet away from where you were aiming. But when you misrelease a putter, the margin for error is a lot less, and it's really not going to put you in much more trouble than if you had hit your line. I'm going to throw each of these one more time. I'm going to put a little more power into them now. We are getting a little bit of a wind kind of coming into my face now, so it might change the flights just a little bit, but I'm going to power up on these just a little bit more and see if we can get some good flights out of them. That one I put nose up and it still coasted to the right before finishing. Probably just under 300 feet, I would think. Logic, I'm going to treat this as a little bit more understable than the last time. Ooh. Thought I'd get a little more turn out of it. Overstable, C-Line P3X. Last throw, S-Line P3X. That's gonna do it. I'm gonna try to keep this as short as I can. And after those 18 throws that you guys just saw, every single throw that you just saw was with a fan grip. Now my hands are kind of big, and tucking my fingers underneath the rim on a power grip just feels so awkward on putters. So I fan grip everything. Just gotta make sure to squeeze tight in between your thumb and your index finger and let your other 3 fingers just kind of fan on the bottom. But if that's uncomfortable for you, definitely go with a power grip if that's more comfortable. And even on the ones that I misreleased, they still went pretty much the way that I wanted them to, just barely off of the desired path. So hope you guys enjoyed. If you have an idea for a future 3-Minute Thursday, make sure to drop it in the comments, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.